out, but they're making it look like I've got spikes coming out from the side of my head because of this shave. A little bit. So did they?
Police on scene of alleged shooting, Brooklyn Park.
Yeah.
John Fogerty, I like you.
Nope, she can't answer it either. I just want to know if my grandma and my aunt are okay. I think I need to go put a rag back on my head. Tia, I'm calling to check on you and Nanny because I'm not going to say your city, but they just declared where you live a shutdown because there's an active shooting, and I want to know if you and Nanny are okay. You know, I do remember I don't know if it wasn't my actual dream
Yeah.
or if it was like me kind of falling asleep. You guys okay? All right. Well, because they just actively closed your city down, and I wanted to make sure you guys were all okay. There's an active shooting there, and I don't know how close to where you're at. So, name's going to not. I have so many scars on my head. Oh no, I'm complaining about the scars on my head. So I just wanted to call and make sure that Nanny was okay. If you have cameras, just look on it because her phone is turned off. Nanny, unless she's well, I just tried to call to check on her to see if she's okay because they closed your city down. That's all I'm gonna say. Just call and check on her.
Is that Chris?
Oh, okay. Well, then if she's fine, then that's fine. Okay,
Is that Chris?
it's Chrissy. Yeah.
Tell her,
Oh,
tell
hold
her
on.
next time we wanted to read, we'll schedule a lamb chop.
Next, some about the lamb chops.
Oh, I know. Tell
Hold
her.
on, hold on, hold on. You two here. Here.
Chris,
Yeah,
the next time we want it to rain, we'll schedule lamb chops, okay?
I know, right?
Boy, is it raining.
I know. This sucks. This weather really sucks.
Yeah, it'd be better if we had rain on Wednesday nights every week, and not the rest of the time.
I know. I don't know what it's going to look like for Father's Day, but it doesn't sound very good weather.
No.
Apparently, it's supposed to be raining all week.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Unreal. Well, that's good for our new grass that we got put in, so that'll be good.
Oh, good. Yeah, that will. Oh, that's a
Yeah.
rock. That'll make that work good.
Now I really look like Aunt Jemima.
We just put some smoke down, so it looks really nice without this rain.
Yeah, that makes all the difference between whether it makes it or not. Is getting enough water.
Yeah.
Hey,
We're
so
gonna water it.
so Chris,
Like, we're
so
gonna water it a lot for like the next 20 days, but with this rain, we don't have to use our own water, so it's nice that the rain is here for it, but yeah. Looks really nice, so I'll have to send pictures to Angie's phone.
Yeah, do that. That'd be great.
so we were talking to Nanny the other day, me and Ross, and for some reason it didn't dawn on me until Nanny started yelling at me. I was like, "What the hell are you yelling at me for?" She's like, "Don't you say that." I was like, we figured out we were talking about all the same Danielles and Tonys and Dwayne Fletchers and oh my goodness, I have another coincidence. There was another name that came up yesterday that Ross and I looked at each other. We're like, oh my god, another coincidence. I'm gonna get myself into trouble with names.
Okay.
Yeah, because like Dwayne Fletcher, he's the Medtronic contact. Not the Dwayne Fletcher we know. They're 20 minutes apart. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know his last name was Fletcher.
Same
Yeah.
names.
I'm supposed to be out here sweeping for these police officers in Minneapolis, and they got all their damn vehicles moved, or they got to move a lot of their vehicles.
Oh, they make you guys clean up around their building?
Oh, and the parking lot I got to do is special for them.
Wow. She's working.
Well, yeah.
I don't mind. We work, side by side with the officers.
Well, yeah.
So,
You don't bring that taser around to them, do you?
I'm scared of it. And I put it in my glove compartment, but then he's like, when it falls out, Daddy's like screams, and I'm like, oh my god, what? She goes, I don't want to touch that. I'm like, it's shot. I'm like, well, I don't want to touch it.
I'm so glad I didn't give you the bigger one.
Yeah, right.
Well,
So
it's
I'm at work, so I'm gonna try to sleep on what I can please.
okay. So as long as Nanny's fine, they just revealed it on the news as breaking news. So just as of right now, your city just went into lockdown. So call Nanny and check on her.
I don't have to. I just left her when I.
Oh, okay. So do you see any activity over there?
I'm in the office over on the lake street.
Oh, you didn't see any by your house though.
But when I left the house, I didn't see anything.
Wow.
Are you sure it's not Brooklyn Park?
It's Brooklyn Park.
Oh yeah, we're not at Brooklyn Park.
And Brooklyn. Nope. There's two active police scenes. One's in Bloomington, isn't it?
No, hold on. I'm over here. I'll tell you where I'm at.
Okay.
I'll tell you the I'm at.
There's one. Okay, so then it might be that city,
Brooklyn Park.
Brooklyn Park and Champlin. There's two.
We're not at Brooklyn Park, Ange.
Okay. Well, that eases
This
my.
is Champlin.
Okay.
Precincts.
Oh.
South Minneapolis.
Okay, so
Okay.
as long as y'all are okay, we Gucci. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right. Love you. Yeah. Bye, Thea.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Now that I know everything's okay.
Well, here's your anxiety medicine if you need
Yeah. Well, that's not even my real anxiety medicine.
it. Oh, it's not?
No, Dr. O just gave that to me because I can't get a hold of Doug. We can't get Dr. Ibrahimi to step up.
Hmm.
So he gave me that instead of the value.
Oh, you want the red?
Goodness. He really chopped my hair. I can't get all my hair. Some of my hair wants to fall down. Some of my hair wants to stay up. Oh, well, that would probably be why. It's twisted. Why is
You're getting messages.
crisis image? Crisis image. Me? Me? Oh, Chris, image. That must be Chris.
She sent the pictures of the grass.
Oh, God. That, holy shit. Okay. All right. I, um, I need to get my operator's uniform. Hello. Hi. It's Advent Ava Morgan. It's probably for all that setup streaming stuff. Um, what was I just saying?
You're talking about dressing like your operator.
My operator, yeah. Um, I don't go to Goodwill because I want to look at the Goodwill first
Uh-huh.
for the black. The one I used to go to, the one over where my old place was.
Yeah.
They had leather. They were
Oh,
selling
wow.
leather jackets. So I mean, I know I can go there. I think it'd be kind of cool dressing up like my operator.
Oh, I think that's a great idea. Since your operator is so effective in your control.
Oh yeah, and the hair to go with it.
Yeah.
How? What is that?
Oh my God. Got your scissors? Cut
No,
it out.
what is it? The hell is it?
It's like a stick or twig or something.
Well, that's supposed to be my operator's wig. It's a little long, so I should wear the one that I have in the bedroom, but that is too thick. This is very thin. Let me see. There. I don't know what that is. Sticks?
Yeah.
What the sticks the from the flower sticks. What did mulch?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
mulch. Let me stretch it and then you can cut it. I have to pull it. You know, taking care of real hair wigs is more annoying than taking care of my own real hair. Oh, I ain't got the garbage over here. Oh, I can't throw this at bin. Can I reach him? I'm tethered to cords again.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's you.
Make a better connection that way.
No, this is gonna be a smartass.
I I am a smart ass.
Uh-huh.
Just not.
I swear, holy crap, look at even my pants. Look, I can't even keep them up.
Well, I try to feed you, dear.
I know, but I did just by a week?
Yeah.
I've lost that much weight in a week?
God dang it.
What?
Well, I thought we ordered the small.
Well, we can reorder and then just ship this one back.
Let me check.
Order.
Comfort.
Oh, I love how thick and heavy these are.
Yeah, they are really nice.
They're not as heavy as my weighted blanket, though.
No, close though.
Oh, go down right there. Click that, not tracking. It would have to be order number, yeah.
Yeah, go to their website.
Okay.
Too bad they don't give me a link to their website.
Go up. Right there. Left. Just hit it. Nope. Hit the word comfort. There you go. Oh, that tastes so different. That tastes different today.
You taster. Would you like a coffee? Mocha thing?
Sure. So no brain pain, no brain headaches, but I still have a little pain in my neck or two. So I gotta lose that second pillow and use the one you got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you seem to like the one, the new one. When you put your head on it, you just like, right away, just like, wow, this feels so good. It is a pillow that's made for that. You know, that's pretty cool that there is such a thing.
Yeah. What do I gotta do now? Oh, shotguns again? Really? They're surrounding the semi. Green garage. He's on the side of the bus now. By Jeep. a nice quick. Wolfen. That was nice. She's upstairs. Oh, damn, I missed it. Oh, honey, you can drop on me just once. Don't try to come up to the back to back to back to back to back because it ain't gonna make it easy for you either. One's on the stairs, one's in the corner of the living room next to the kitchen. Damn it. You got it quick. They're in the corners and make window. Yep. They're all going behind the bus. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Good call. Thank you. I appreciate it, Roz. You put a little creamer in, didn't you? What? Yeah. Can you put a little bit more? It's a little too dark of a coffee for me. Or strong coffee. The what is it? You're a mud drinker, I'm dirty water?
Oh, it's your fault.
No, you drink to where yours is my no mocha. Where's the creamer? That's it. I wanted my mocha creamer, not
Oh,
milk.
we're out of that.
Oh, well, that's probably why it tastes so good.
This is coffee and milk chocolate. Try it now.
Mm.
But that's your coffee. You're
Nope.
with this one.
The non-caffeine.
No, it's caffeine, but it's much.
Got it. Get the heel out of the air. He's down. And I guess so are we. That sucks. It was not fun at all. They're at our spawn. Times two. One in front of Jeep, one behind Jeep. Unbelievable. Look at that. Right here. Remember that tree that was in there?
Yeah, look at. Oh wow, is that beautiful?
Look, they must have gutted it. The tree is gone now.
New sod.
Yeah.
It'll grow good if all was right.
I think my body has turned into a greedy, bougie, needy thing because I'm about to go get regular coffee. Or, I mean, no, campfire coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've turned bougie. That's not. That's funny, but
I think that's cool.
I just like the coffee. If I knew how to make it here at home, I would do it. Or I maybe buy it if they had it. Yeah.
They're saying, see if they
Try mine. I have one, but I don't. You know.
oh,
Found them. What? $75 just for the coffee we've been drinking?
here it is. Fireside 42-pound fractional pack.
Oh, that's for the K cups. That's why.
75.90.
No, no. Uh, no.
Select them.
Yeah, no. I'm too cheap to be that desperate. So they got them in K cups, but
Not in
And
K
we
cups.
probably got to buy it at the store.
Yeah.
You probably don't want to go anywhere, do you?
I do have to go somewhere. I have to go out with Bobby to get.
Oh, okay. So on your,
When I do that, I can
you
bring
can
back some campfire mochas.
bring some, but see if they sell it there.
Right. I'll ask.
Yeah, and if they do,
Oh,
yeah, buy a bag and if it's like $20, I've got that in my pocket.
okay.
But remember, there it's all those singles, the ones that you don't want. I spent like 20 of it so far. So there was no 50. So there was quite a few ones. There was almost about $100 in ones.
I'm glad you.
Well, I'm only collecting the 2013s now
Yeah.
because one of them is worth $162,000. All right, so now Emma Thompson said she has. To be honest, I have cool stuff for for my channel. So apparently I'm plain Jane, and nobody likes plain Janes. I believe my background in my stream is very good. I don't have much more on my stream. Can't hear what? My game? Uh oh. Something must be wrong with my audio.
Try Twitch. It's
Facebook. Facebook seems to have a lot of problems with the stream. It's not.
Facebook's problem. Yours is it
Oh,
Twitch?
it's Facebook again?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm right.
You're on Twitch.
Okay.
You're in game on Twitch.
I don't understand why Facebook has so many problems.
Because their servers are overtaxed. Think of all the people on Facebook and servers that use that. Use videos and live stream. I mean, that's a lot. That's asking a lot of us.
And I suppose that because this one program right here is running algorithms and code for 8 different websites simultaneously.
Yeah.
That's at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's probably why that's laggy. Because it's running off that little box back there.
Well, yeah. But then it goes to Restream, and their server sends it out to 8 servers.
And I think Restream sucks on some servers.
Yep.
And apparently Facebook is one of them. Oh, I made it. Did it? My marker, my pink gold marker. Did it tell you I made it?
It says
What's it?
165
165 out of what?
out of 170. Almost.
Oh, I need 5 more followers.
5 more followers.
Okay.
Yeah, you're almost there.
That's to affiliate.
Yeah.
Once I do a year of affiliate, or at least till I do all the requirements for affiliate, I want to try partnership. Mute me then, young man. Because I think they're going to have higher goals.
No.
I mean, I would assume so. Little boy was like, "Be
Yelling.
quiet," or "I'm gonna mute you." I was like, "Then mute me, young man." Yeah, I had that too yesterday. Okay, no. See, he was talking trash to me for all the wrong reasons because I was a female. Fuck you, bitch. Da 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 da. Yeah, I'm better. Da da da. I was number one. I was number one on the team, and he was the bottom of the board and still talking trash. Oh no, I was first place. He was dead last. Still talking shit. Good. I'm a master now. Good. Well, no, you got. It's gonna suck when you go. No, you got to actually get 10.5. That sucks. Oh my goodness, I was so excited when I hit 10. I was like, yes, I got it. I was like, you son of a gun. I was like, I had to do that half. We had to wait. That irked me. Yeah. Oh, every
Well,
What makes you mad?
okay, so a judge lets illegal immigrant out of jail and beheads a woman.
Oh my God, where was this? Oh my God. Share that. Yeah. Yeah. Judge, what? Oh my gosh. That is foul as heck. An illegal immigrant released from jail for what reason? Does it say?
Yeah, let's see.
And then once he was released, he beheaded.
Beheaded.
I know. I decapitated this lady just out of nowhere.
After a history of violent criminal behavior, foreign nationals released from jail by a judge. However, not long after his release, the family paid the generous court by beheading the woman in broad daylight. Ever since Alexis Savarese illegally immigrated to the U.S. from Cuba, he has evaded justice. When Immigration and Customs Enforcement attempted to deport him in 2012, his home country blocked the extradition by refusing to approve the travel doc.
They don't even want him back.
No.
Send his ass to
Prison.
the prison, Alcatraz.
Yeah.
They're opening that shit up too.
It's subsequent stage of a series of escalating crimes, including ending a Minnesota community was shot in outrage and belief
Oh, it wasn't. It was here in Minnesota.
in shock.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I did share it to you. And there's what he looks like.
Yeah.
Beheaded his girlfriend because she wanted to break up.
So he decapitated 2 women now?
No, just this woman.
So that's the reason, the motive.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Because,
Well,
my
look at
goodness.
it.
No. And my grandmother's over here yelling at me because I have a gun.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I can no longer physically defend myself because, surgeries.
Yes.
Um,
That's
so
not the only reason.
my boyfriend, my man is right here. My man's not going nowhere. He's always at my right. Oh, yeah. Get it?
You're going to train to touch you.
I almost called TJ last night and told him to start putting his vest on, like when he goes out, and to make sure he carries extra ammo because of the. I mean,
Today is the day of rest.
and he's some guy saying there's a protest about what? About what then?
Protesting Trump deporting all these illegals.
So they're forcing Trump to do it, or
No, they don't want Trump. They want to keep the illegals here.
why?
So this kind of shit can happen.
That right there is the example why we don't want them here.
Yes.
And they still my people. That's my nationality. Well, Hispanics.
Yeah.
And then my people. And ship his ass back. His own homeland. Don't want him.
No. How about you?
That's what the guy on the game just said. And then is he still out? Like, is he still on run?
No.
Is he still hiding?
No, it says.
They captured him.
Yeah, it says 7 feet away from the corpse. Moments later, officers arrived at the 16 to find the decapitated body of 55-year-old legal immigrant American Malvia Thea, the New York Post reported.
That's so sad.
After his arrest, he allegedly confessed to police that he murdered Thayer, who was his on-again, off-again girlfriend because she wanted to break up with him.
Decapitated her because she wanted to break up with him.
It says Thayer, that's her,
Yeah.
was apparently trying to convince Severide not to miss his court appearance for another legal matter, as they sat in the Minneapolis police detective with syringe shedding all his carries.
Oh my God. This happened here
In Minneapolis.
in Minneapolis?
Yeah.
I thought you said Shakopee.
Nope,
So
they're
it's
from
here-
Shakopee. Yeah.
The murder happened here
Minneapolis.
in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So he could be near by us.
Yeah.
Fuck. Conducting, no way. I am not leaving my house without my man.
Yep.
Oh my God. I wonder if that's that shooting over in Brooklyn Park or Brooklyn Center.
Somebody went after one of the state house representatives
No shit.
and his wife. And
I
they-
think the U.S. is really going to declare war.
Well, and the people
If we don't,
that
they
tried to
don't want us
assassinate
to go over there to
the person that tried to assassinate them
Yeah?
was dressed as a cop.
Was he a cop? So a fake uniform?
Yeah, but he blended right in with the security kid that was there.
Um,
That serious.
they are really starting to try to have a global war. I mean, yesterday, even Russia was the first one that announced it. Global war. That's what it's going to end up. I mean, if we go over there just to help protect the Holy Land, that's going to add fuel to the fire. And if we get involved, China said they were going to jump in right along with Russia. So that would make everybody global war, World War III. They're talking about.
I don't think it's going to escalate.
If it does, I think it's Revelations turning out to be true. It's revealing itself. Where is my lobby?
Uh-oh. They're saying that if an officer is knocking at your door,
Turn it up, please.
call 911. Do not open your door because they could not be.
So they're warning all of us, Minnesota?
That was an assassination attempt, political official.
So did they succeed in getting that poor person, guy,
Both of them
the husband and wife?
were injured and had to be taken to the hospital.
But like dead? Are they dead?
No,
Oh, they're hurt. But okay,
yeah,
at least
they're not dead yet. They lived long enough to get to the hospital.
oh, but they're still alive though.
Yeah.
Hey! It just announced on the news that in that area, some guy in Minneapolis just decapitated his girlfriend's head, and then yeah, and okay, that was it. That's it. Hold on. The second part of it is there was another incident where a uniformed police officer went to a government official's house and blended in with security and CIA or whatever, and shot both him and his wife. So now they're alerting Minnesota if any law enforcement comes to your door, you have to call 911 and get verification first. And I can't get hold of Annie to tell her that. Why can't I move? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong screen. What? I would have Nanny lock all of the damn doors. Well, I know, okay, but Windows 2 and tell her don't answer it even if it's police. And tell her if it's hold on and verify. Well, because I just found out. Just I'm doing nothing. The Windows 2. Okay. Bible or Bible version. Yeah, I know. Okay, well, I'm just letting you know that it's just breaking news. That's on live coverage right now. So put on Fox 9. Well, they got SWAT out. Wait a minute. Marines moved. Oh,
into Los Angeles.
into Los Angeles for what?
Right.
What riots? There was riots in LA?
Yeah, it's been going on for 4 days.
Oh my gosh. Where have I been? I've been in the hospital recovering from surgery. Well, I know, but no, literally, I guess not paying attention. I didn't. I. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then the guy on my headset is saying Chicago and a couple of other cities in the Chicago. Is that another strike? No, that was from last yesterday. That was yesterday's strike. Okay. All right, Chris. Put on the news. Clock sign. Trump's on. Yes. Well, that was with the attack. The attack will only get worse. On who? Who says that's what? I couldn't hear it.
Trump said that to Iran.
Trump warned Iran if
That if
they
they don't
keep
make a deal by
Sunday, then we're going to war. Okay. Trump just gave Iran till Sunday an ultimatum. If nothing's done, signed, sealed, and completed by Sunday, war's been declared Sunday. That would be World War III. Because Russia yesterday at the emergency UN meeting, um, he warned us. He's like, both sides need to step down, but if U.S. joins in, Russia said this will be a global war. Russia was the first warning. Yeah, Russia said if we were okay, because we want to go over to Jerusalem and protect the Holy Land, and we made that decision last night with the emergency UN security meeting. So everybody is against it. That's why all these riots apparently are happening, protesting, and then the illegal immigrants. And so no. Okay. So the Trump wants to go and protect Jerusalem's holy land. That's for everybody.
And the thousands of Americans that
And,
are there.
and the thousand Americans that are there, but they're saying if we do go and help defend the Holy Land, that is when they're gonna. Uh, they've already declared war and to open the gates to hell from Iran. So Sunday we'll find out if we're gonna be in World War III. Yes, ma'am. You too. Yeah, you don't worry about me then. All right, love you. Call me when you hear some more information since you work with the cops. All right, love you. Yep. All right. Thank you, dear. Taking another look. This is the street John Hoffman and as we have told you, our sources have confirmed John Hoffman and Representative Bruce have been shot at their homes. But are they good? Two different lawmakers in
Yes.
Minnesota.
Yes.
What the? Oh my goodness. Minnesota is starting to go crazy. Chicago and New York, he said too. point where, like, I'm not going to pay rent next month. I'm going to buy a bulletproof vest. I'm sorry, people, but for real. I ain't going to sugarcoat it. And I'm not made of money.
Shelter in place. 3 miles around that.
I know, right? The priority this month is fight for an apartment.
Right?
Good Lord. Shooting helo above rotors. I'm AFK for 2 seconds. Oh my God, I'm walking slow. You know, we bought a roach clip.
Yeah.
And I can't find it.
I can't either. It's not in any of my pockets.
What is those 4 AAA battery out there for?
Oh, they need.
Did they come with a package or something?
No.
Because the ones that we have came in the box.
Yeah, they're right here.
Yeah, but wait, that. Oh, they come in wraps.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Into a box, yeah.
These aren't. That's why I thought it came out of something. Well, now I've got 2 of these. This was underneath where the neb was,
Yeah.
or the oxygen machine was,
Mhm.
and then the other one was inside the chair.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I can see that one.
Here's the new one. Unfucking believable. I honestly don't know what I did with that. And that's it. That's all what's in my purse.
Oh.
Did I wear a jacket that day?
Sweatshirt, maybe.
That's gonna kick me. Hurry up. Oh. I'm just shooting at it. Get the game to recognize I'm playing. Well, I wonder if I have. Did you buy these for me?
Yeah.
Okay, can you see if the return date is still within the time frame?
No. Also,
Oh. Yeah, Champlain. Unfortunately, our sources have
That's the case. We don't know their condition, so these 2 have their spouses.
So 2 Minnesota lawmakers got shot this morning.
in Champlin and Brooklyn Park.
I know, Champlin and Brooklyn Park, and then that illegal decapitation is actually just talked to her boss saying that it was about. I was calling my aunt. She's like, "Is that what that's about?" I was
So the cops are looking for a cop. What is that?
so
How does that work?
they actually he's still
At large.
at
Yes.
large.
Yes.
They should have said that in the beginning.
Could be.
Could be armed. How the hell did he shoot the other two suspects if he's not possibly armed?
He is on. He's dressed as a cop.
Dressed as a cop.
Yeah.
Did they say what uniform?
Oh, they didn't say what.
They didn't say what uniform, huh?
No.
Well, it has to be something close to Champlain, Brooklyn Park, and suits that the CIA or Secret Service wears.
It could have been a state trooper uniform.
Oh, well,
Well, they say he's dressed as law enforcement. That's
law
all.
enforcement?
Dressed as law enforcement.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my KDR is gonna go down.
They were shot by two people. It was the
Turn it
same
up more, please.
A short time later, the officer-involved shooting in Brooklyn Park. One suspect is in custody at this time,
Yes.
and again, there's an active search for the second suspect. Obviously, is this morning the state emergency operations center is going to be giving a briefing here a little bit later this morning. No times on anything. Everyone is just sort of, just a fire hose of information.
Hey, when you leave,
They
go
obviously
to your house and bring a box of rifle and a rifle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the 45-7 was through things.
Well,
Like walls or.
some of the conductor coming at me unwanted. They get some lead compliments from me. They're gonna catch this lead. Watch. They'll catch. They ain't catching these hands. I can't say let's throw hands anymore. Goodness. Now it's lead. Ooh, that's creepy. No, no, for real though. Oh, don't come at me like you're gonna, you know, hurt me because that's you'll get from me.
Yeah.
I've had to pull it out a couple of times, but I don't think I've ever had to draw it on anybody.
Yeah.
No,
In your life when you would have.
close to having to. Biggest girls can talk about pulling for a huge, huge should take a human life. If it isn't, then you ain't. Oh, Father's Day is on the 15th, and that's the day The Chosen comes out.
That's tomorrow.
Oh, and it's going to
Sunday.
be raining tomorrow, isn't it? Oh, because I was going to go visit Tyler's dad. His name's
Yeah.
at Joe's gravesite. I was going to pay a visit. But if it's going to rain, I don't know if I can. Yeah, thunderstorms. The world literally turned to shit overnight.
Well, this is could be politically motivated.
Yeah,
They got
no,
one
I
that
got people
says-
in my ears right now that are talking on the stream that New York and Chicago are in drama too, riots and
Yeah.
something else.
They should need stacks of bricks to throw it.
Unbelievable. And then I seen military get ready to go to LA. Right. Oh, riots there too. Literally overnight, this world literally damn near is falling apart overnight. Trump almost got the U.S. to be a unanimous red. If he can get Iran and Israel to back down off each other, he's going to be known as the uniter. He's the only one that globally united everybody from snowboard. I'm over here talking like I'm still young and peppy, like get ready to get uh, 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 shipping out again. Like, sign me up, ship me out. And that, the 9/11 happened. I was like, this aching, this can't be old age. Is this the aging process or is this just recovery from time?
Yeah,
Which one?
last one.
The recovery?
Yeah, because we just haven't moving.
So the joints are kind of like stiff.
Moving again. You get your
Chrissy already.
Oculus going.
Oh, my tia already yelled at me. She thinks I'm hot headed and acting spasm. She's like, calm down.
These are things to get.
I'm calm, cool, collected right here. She's like, calm down. Whatever you're doing, stop. I was like, what? She's like, you're just so up. It's so early in the morning.
Okay, let's see what.
Situation both here in Champlin, if you're just joining us, our sources have confirmed that two Minnesota lawmakers, Senator John Hoffman and Representative Melissa Portman, along with both of their spouses, have been shot in their homes overnight. We do not know their conditions as of this moment here at 8:27 in the morning, but we do know that, according to our sources, this happened at 2 a.m. and law enforcement has been to get a hold of the situation ever since. We are told from our sources that two suspects dressed as police went to the Champlin home shop
and his wife, and then left in what looked like a police vehicle to Brooklyn Park, where we know Representative Melissa. That is where, if you are in Brooklyn Park, there is a 3-mile shelter-in-place alert for the area golf course. And they even put out an additional alert to that. Place. But even if someone comes to your door, make sure that it's 2 police officers and that you have a way of confirming that or calling.
Yo, yeah, that's gonna be a headliner for me. I answer the door with my gun in my hand to uniformed officers. Am I supposed to question them with my weapon? That is such a fucking catch-22 with all due respect, Lord. Sorry for my mouth, but good God Almighty, how much more red tape can people get? Oh God, I hope all of those people will make it. I hope nobody dies. Um, and I, targeting the lawmakers. No,
It could because they are.
yeah, yeah, right there.
We want to bring some, and we'll do that during the side break.
There's a sniper in the back corner. Really, I have to reload.
The IRGC Air Force Company, the terrorists were killed in the strike.
Oh, last night I was waking up every so often to the news,
Yes.
and they said that Israel's choppers, they've got one female pilot.
Really?
No, yeah.
Right there.
Well, I'm starting to get sharp. No, it's probably because I'm slouching and I've got rods, so I'm sure it's going to take a while. A minute. Really? You guys are just gonna stay back there camping? Really?
East winds this morning actually. Another back things up. Here's the past 48 hours of rain.
Here, no, I don't want more coffee. It's giving me an.
Through the central, just kind of wavering from just kind of passing by the northeast.
Gotta take off. Take them off?
Hours, and then finally at the end of the
Oh.
spreading across parts of Wisconsin.
I haven't got full body yet. I won't until 11.
How much rain? Oh, there's some rainfall. And a lot of these is Wilmer over 5 inches, Annandale 4.07 inches. Cities actually have really decent rain for them. Volcano, which is on Highway 12, west of the metro, 3.59 Payne, it's kind of over 3.45 inches. Maple Lake, uh, 0.9, just shy of 3 inches. Your rain was still a little different. Rain was just kind of cracking over the area. It's going like crazy. We're trying to get out. It's going to take a little bit here. A little bit of a breeze. For the most part, staying dry. Misting going on, a few sprinkles, sinks and a few breaks for some sunshine. And Father's Day forecast. Over here, really close to average. We'll be just one. Slide on through. Yeah.
Thank you, Jared. We appreciate that. We continue to follow this situation regarding 2 Minnesota state lawmakers that have been shot along with their spouses. Our sources are telling us at their homes overnight. I believe we were about to show you, we were at the Mounds View. Mayor had made a statement. People are waking up and learning about this information that we are collecting. We're still working. It's a very fluid situation. There's the reports that we are hearing from the government Indy.
Obviously, literally every 5 minutes something else is coming in, someplace for not figure out what sources in law enforcement. But obviously, the sentiments of everyone involved here that we are hoping to stay in the situation as Senator John Hoffman and his spouse and Representative Melissa Portman and her spouse have been shot in their homes this morning. I just wanted to add to one more thing. So
Oh,
we wanted
can't walk.
we're living in that area, 3 mile radius of Edinburgh Golf Course, that there is still a shelter in place. If you know anyone in that area, give them a call and just let them know that this is going on, because it's our understanding that they're, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm getting a question mark on this, but it's my understanding there is one suspect in custody.
Brooklyn Park has a 3 mile radius shelter in place of the Edinburgh Golf Course.
These suspects were given addressed as law enforcement officers, police officers, and then left the in the police car as well.
I think she's.
So we just kind of step back, let's start from the beginning, and
To that point, we also talking to show people on the road because the does make long shelter in place order in the 3 mile radius.
2 lawmakers in Minnesota were shot this morning in Champlin and Brooklyn Park. There's an active 3 mile radius in Brooklyn Park right now from the golf course. Oh, that's. Oh, and they are dressed as uniformed police officers. So that is why we are to call dispatch if Lahuda comes to our doors.
Was on scene there a little bit before 6 o'clock, and
Thank you.
Seven, asked by law enforcement told by law enforcement for his own safety to leave because again, this is an active situation looking for a suspect believed to be armed. We just learned that the press conference about all of this is going to be in Blaine, it sounds like, at 9:30. So we will bring that to you live and hope to get a lot of these questions answered. But yes, Representative Melissa Portman and her spouse live within that 3-mile radius of the golf course, and that is where the shelter in place is happening, and we want people to continue to be safe in that area.
So the briefing at 9:30 in the morning is the state ops center. So this is what the governor would have activated to make sure that law enforcement in these areas have everything that they need as they are.
I wonder if Minnesota's going to declare a state of emergency.
Everybody safe. Just a couple of things that might be
Global emergency management system. They did that for Brooklyn Center. They just showed it. Or Brooklyn Park, yeah. But I didn't get the alert.
As well as their spouses in their homes, and we're waiting to hear what their conditions are. The first piece of would be a timeline.
My fingers are sticky now.
John Hoffman, according to is married to Yvette, it is his spouse, and they have one child. Two suspects, police say, showed up at their home dressed as law enforcement, and then they were shot. The people on his spouse. The two suspects then left that in a vehicle that resembled a police vehicle. And then we have a second scene.
I wonder if they're actually real police officers. Turned rogue.
Sounds like both she
Turned hired hitmen.
Hired him in. These days, almost anything can be a possibility now.
They caught one of them though.
I thought they caught one of them.
Yep, they caught one of them. One of them cops at the second site.
They did? How?
Yeah, well, they caught them. They're only looking for one now.
Oh, I didn't know that. Maybe I did.
State Emergency Management Center has been activated.
Oh, a state emergency already got activated?
Yeah.
When? Because it didn't go off for me. Yep, they getting free AFK is on me. TJ, son, I need you to do me a favor and constantly carry. Make sure you have extra ammo. Wear sun protection. Put some plates on. Watch the news. Call me, and I'll tell you more in detail. Okay? I love you, and be careful.
One suspect in custody. Active search for the second.
But they were together, so he can't be far.
Right.
I want to know if they're actually real law enforcement or the fake ones. Yeah, because if it's real, can you imagine the blowback from that?
And do you think they would tell us?
Oh, the world will tell us. The news will probably try to sugarcoat it. Come on, I was in the Army. I know how the news plays now. You're the idiot. My operator just called me an idiot. Green? Oh, there's a shelter in place for Camplin now too?
No, in Brooklyn Park.
Oh, Brooklyn. Yeah, there's a 3-mile radius for that one. I'm so God thankful that those shooters did not shoot that kid.
Right.
The senator, the first senator, the first lawmaker has had a child together. I'm so glad those shooters did not touch them children.
These are targeted shootings.
They are targeted shootings.
Complicated and dangerous. Champlain, Brooklyn Park is a mile shelter in place. City Hall, they are Brooklyn Park.
That's where they moved up.
Yeah, they're usually
Logistically, logical spots.
Second story green. Sergeant in of arms or in arms? The hell is that?
the safety of everybody involved, and not just those attending everything about looks like anything about that, whether it's still going to happen in the way that they thought it was going to happen. We never kind of
They said they turned Minnesota emergency broadcasting on because they think there is so many lawmakers are getting shot right now. There's a plot or something. I don't know. They're saying it right now.
A conspiracy.
Yeah.
Melissa Portman is in the House. She has a very high profile role in the House. And if you've been following the Capitol, sort of all the chapters of the Capitol session and special session, if you followed the politics at all in the last many years, I believe it was 2004 when she was elected. She's been on a very long time, and she has that front and center role as someone who has important votes in a very, very tight legislature right now.
She was a target.
It's really
Yeah.
difficult decisions that have to be made during legislative sessions. So she's someone who's seen out front.
She may have been one of the of several designated targets
Who
here
knows how far they would have gone
in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Here's
Uh-oh, they're getting new information.
at 9:30. They said.
Again, this information that we're sharing is resources and information about the one person is from we externally alert that. We just never know. A lot of times, not she gets different details. So we just want to be that we don't be into our solutions that one SFIC has to be.
Okay.
Good.
That will really help.
One fake cop put
Yeah.
behind bars.
Well, what if he's a real cop?
I know, that's what I'm saying. There's going to be a blowback if they discover that they're real law enforcement. Yep. It's going to be one. I don't know if you were just in the office, but I text TJ. I was like, strap up, carry some extra ammo, and plate up.
I know.
That's why when you take off, I want you to bring back a spare rifle for my.
Yes, I will.
I mean, I've got a shotgun, but
You need a rifle.
yeah. My gosh, I got them 3 in my. Did I get them? Oh, I did get them. Wow.
As best as we possibly can. So as we continue to collect that information, we know that many of you are also planning your weekend and looking outdoors. Jared, let's have you give us a check of today's weather.
Yeah, this morning I started searching for sunshine up north. This is at the border, and it's getting a little breeze, sunshine back off the hill. And in parts of the metro, this is the view. Some around the Twin Cities and parts of Minnesota. Get some sunshine today.
Unbelievable. Really? All right.
Around the Twin Cities. See,
Rez, thank you.
Pushing eastward, underneath the clouds, sprinkles here and there. The bulk of precipitation has fallen. It was a lot west of the metro kind of this year. I have my hand situated at the Beaker County around here, Lumber, Painesville, Hutch, Annandale, Maple. There's multiple places over 3, 4, 5 inches.
Oh my.
Here's the past 3, 4 days. It's a little
I need Rez.
to find out.
Rez. No.
That's a lot of rain.
Move off the stairs. Thank you. Son of a gun. Oh, 85 on Monday. Almost 90. But it's going to be muggy.
Oh yeah. Thunderstorms.
The guys on here, everybody that's got on a headset, the second I said, I think I'm going to not pay rent and buy a bulletproof vest instead,
Yeah.
they're like, priorities, right? I was like, yes.
Yep.
Oh.
So personal safety is the priority. Definitely.
They were like $400 back when I wore them. I don't know what they call them nowadays. Will you pull up a 3A? It's a level threat
Level
3A. Yeah,
body. Okay. Threat level 3A body.
or higher.
Oh, here it is.
Threat level 3 is the highest and strongest, but they there's trauma plates that can come with some of them. that reinforce it. How much are they running?
From 600 to 197.
Okay, yeah. When I started
129.
needing like around September, September 11th happened, they were around $300-400.
This is with the light plate. AR 500 level plus body armor with light plate. Carry
That
package.
that's not bad. That's not bad. Add that to the cart.
First I'm gonna pull it up and look at it.
Okay.
Tacticon armament.
I should Google and make sure the vests are still at that 3A. If that's, I want to make sure that's still the top of the line.
Trauma pads as well. It's certified, NIJ certified.
Sure.
Steel core,
Yep.
battle vest.
Oh yes, that's
That's what you want.
hell yes.
Offers the highest level of protection.
Hell yes, that's it. And that's light plate.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
less than half the price of composite body. But its light plate carry is unmatched.
Yeah. As long as
Cool.
it's got
Steel
trauma
core.
plates, it's all Kevlar.
So, see, that protects your vital core. But doesn't do anything for a gunshot.
No. And going through all the certification stuff for my weapon
Yes.
and getting qualified with AR-15.
Yes. Yes.
I was going to say she didn't even mention it, but what was I going to say? I don't remember.
Those are significant milestones in your gun career. Consider it a career. Now we're going to add an elephant to
An elephant gun.
the 45 seconds.
That's the kind of gun the rifle you're bringing here
Yeah.
is a one that takes down an elephant.
Yes.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Good grief!
It's an elephant gun.
So if I shoot the dude in the foot, he's still gonna go down. My gosh! What isn't this 307? What I shot a 307. What did you call it?
4570.
4570.
Yep.
Rifle, high power.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The bullet's like this big.
You got me almost wanting to bring it to the range. Is that?
Oh, we wanted to do
We
that
can bring
too.
that one to the range.
Oh yeah, you want to have.
Oh,
the
and TJ
experience.
wants to go too.
Okay. Maybe you can go today. Or this afternoon.
Well, what's today?
Saturday.
Oh, okay. Well, he hasn't called me back, so I don't know if he's up to something. I don't know. Ross wants to know if you want to go to the gun range today.
Oh, they have a lot of different colors.
Don't tell me they got a pink vest, because you know I'm going to tell you to get me a pink cover vest. Come on, let's be real.
This is what,
Oh, no, no, it's just that the colors is gonna be military camos. Yeah, that's fine. I'd get black, not tan, not green, black. Yeah, just black only.
how do you get out of this? Let's go back. It's a cheesy website.
Wow. Yep, definitely a black one.
But
They do, okay, they do have female vests that are shaped for females.
right.
Um, but I think that might be a little bit more.
Wow. It could be a market out. Not looking that way.
Oh, they. Let's Kevlar my boobies. Come on. I'll be the guinea pig, sure. No.
Oh, it's the metal plate of the body armor that would have to come up.
The Kevlar only covers just a portion of your mid center.
What?
Your throat. It only covers.
Your basic
Yep.
core.
Yep. And then the.
Oh, it is.
Yep. And
Trauma pads, they call them.
or trauma pads, but plates are better. Pads are thinner.
Yeah. The body armor plates, set of two.
Oh yeah, that's what I'd buy. I'd go. I'd miss rent just to buy that vest. I'm being kind of funny,
Yeah.
sarcastic.
Yep.
No,
Well,
but for real, I think
for
I
real.
could. I mean, would
Yeah.
if I had to.
There's priorities.
Yeah,
So,
priorities run through your life.
exactly.
Which one do you think the court's gonna find me guilty of?
You can't trust the cops anymore.
Yeah, no. I think he had a friend over here, huh? Flashbang.
There's more to two. Obviously, the Israelis.
Israel able to pull off this incredible military feat. Well, thanks to Mossad, they were able.
Is this live feed?
No, this is
Oh, okay.
Hannity from last night.
Oh, last night. There's no more live news. They said they were getting. There was a lot of new news coming at 9:30.
Deep inside of Iran before this even got started.
It's
I don't know watch that. Let's go back to the main local. This is what the local news is playing. Oh, look at
I can't. I'm trying to chase somebody.
Jason. Down.
I got her.
Rid of that.
Oh, I can't do this shotgun crap. And I've got a challenge to finish. So what did they hit in Israel? Oh, it was residential. Yeah. Okay. They're the ones hitting residential areas. We didn't. We hit what could cause us damage. We didn't cause. Uh, we didn't just go randomly shooting civilian areas like they did us.
I mean, they aimed at military headquarters in Tel Aviv and hit it.
So you think they intentionally hit residential areas?
Yeah, but that's typical for them. They just drop bombs anywhere.
Oh.
Anywhere they can, you know. Whereas the Israeli strikes were very surgical. They went after specific people, specific infrastructure, and they hit that. They didn't carpet bomb like the Iranians are doing now. I mean, they're just shooting everything they have at any altitude so they can get the thing to fall. Sure, they're trying to overrun the defenses around Tel Aviv.
Well, that's what Trump said. In the middle of the night, is that we were sending our troops over there for the border to protect the border. But now everybody's asking us not to because it's going to add fuel to the fire. And if we get in just to protect the Holy Land, Germany, Russia threatened us with radioactive and nukes.
They wouldn't go to nuclear war for that.
They said bullshit. They said it in this UN, unless they are trying to say alternatives, and that's where radioactive and all that chemical BS came.
They're not going to do it in the United States. They don't even have
Well,
more than 2 aircraft
did you
carriers.
Did you even hear the very beginning of the UN? Did you hear Russia's?
I don't recall Russia's.
Okay, try to pull up Russia's UN emergency meeting statement, and because that was a big one. And it was played overnight. How I got best play and talking to you at the same time, it beats me.
United Nations emergency session. Russians.
That right there, the UN, the second one.
Well, this is General Assembly.
That one. You want Russia spoke pretty
After
much in the
Russian
beginning.
attack on nuclear plants.
See?
Oh, that's okay.
Oh,
Well, I mean, Israel attacked a nuclear plant,
I know we did.
a reactor.
That's a good thing. We don't want Russia to have that. I mean,
I mean,
Iran or anybody to have that stuff.
no, and they were having it.
No. I don't know why they're saying Israel's at fault, in the wrong for this, when Iran is the one who struck first.
Yeah, they did. They launched 350 ICBMs at Israel 2 weeks ago.
For what reason? Because they can't get their way?
No, yeah,
That's
just
holy land.
I know
They don't need war on holy land.
I know, but
Revelations is revealing itself.
yeah, yeah, the Iranians want to erase the Jewish state. That's what their intent. That's what their goal is, and then come on to get us.
Russia and China said that they would back Iran. Korea and everybody else said they'd back us.
Mhm. Well, I have no concerns for China or
Russia?
Russia. Russia's Navy only has 2 aircraft carriers that are not even nuclear powered.
Okay.
We would sink the entire Russian Navy inside of 72 hours.
All right.
What are they going to do? We'd shoot down their Air Force.
Okay.
Their only logical, overwhelming response would be nuclear, and they're not going to go to nuclear.
No, they mentioned radioactive and something.
Sure, because they have nuclear. And they've been waiting to see if there's been a radiation release. I mean, when you blow up a nuclear reactor, what are you going to get?
You're going to get nuclear radiation.
You are.
Oh, they're probably wearing masks over there, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Russia. Russia is the one you want to listen to because he started the global war, and if the U.S. steps in, kind of talk, that's
Kingdom, that's
right.
Albania,
Yeah, you want
United
Russia.
States. Yeah, I'm going.
Oh.
France, Ireland, Norway, Russian Federation.
That's it. That's the one. Oh, I'm HVT. That's why I'm being hit hard. Yeah, that guy. Turn it up. See?
They're talking about
Just
Ukraine.
prevent interruptions in power supply to the population of Ukraine.
That's what they're talking about.
just wait.
Presence is a great nuclear power plant and adjacent territory are being by Russian troops, including experience in operating the engineering and technical facilities. A similar situation the security of its facilities is being ensured jointly by the Russian armed forces and Ukraine as a result of the nuclear installations. And our servicemen are not interfering with the operators of the Ukrainian power plants.
This is not about. I gotta ask her again.
Wait. Move it up a little bit. It's further in his speech. He spoke for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I remember.
The fourth is operating at 600 megawatts and the 56 against the assessments of unnamed leadership, which was requested for the operation of the nuclear power plant continues to delay. Wetlands, power units, the radiation monitor.
Oh, this guy.
That was, we heard him too.
He's saying that the Israeli attack
criminal and barbaric.
Yeah, I know, but Russian is the one you would need to listen to whenever you find it. Oh yeah, I remember this.
This is actually the word. Islamic Republic.
Keep going.
Europe.
Yep. It's when that Russian,
Pakistan,
when that Russian foreign minister spoke.
Israel.
Yeah. That's where the radioactive talk started coming from.
Well, there could be radiation release because of their attack. You know, that's. There he is. That's,
Okay, so that's probably watch that one.
How come I can't hear anything?
We urge Israel to immediately cease full military adventure and avoid further escalating tensions.
Just
Immediately cease.
Israel said to the country,
Russian ambassador.
okay.
It is a gross violation of the UN Charter.
It's around here.
No
Okay.
matter what Israel said to the country, it is a gross violation of the UN Charter and international law.
We urge Israel
Okay,
to immediately
so-
cease all military
Oh,
militarism.
This
and
is
avoid
China.
further escalating
I know, but-
tensions.
After a 2.5-hour council meeting following their hour close consultations, left unsaid is the real sense that events on the ground have overwhelmed anything the council can possibly do. Stuff that happens next. United Nations, Europe.
I like that.
Channel.
Jazeera, very good. Very straightforward. Oh, look at this.
Taking out the news sites, top military leader.
That's one from last night that got through.
U.S. forces assisting Israel against Iran strike.
Oh, so
We're in it.
Trump said, "Fuck you guys, we're in it.
Yep.
They're
Go for
protecting it."
Oh, yeah.
So-
That's a state of war. It's a shooting war when we're shooting down their stuff.
We're protecting the holy.
Holy land.
Yes, I get it. And that's why we should step in.
Uh-huh.
Is moving from the Western Mediterranean to the East. And the USS Arleigh Burke.
We are like,
We've got a carrier strike group right there.
we are literally crowding them
Oh, yeah.
with arsenal.
And
We're
also
like
order.
wrapping around them with arsenal.
Each of us has about 100 U.S. soldiers available inside Israel tonight. The unit sent one back out in October of last year and another in April.
Our troopers are on the ground in Israel.
I told you they would have gotten deployed immediately.
They are.
I told you. I was like, that's why I'm glad I'm not in the army no more, because right now all of our phones would be blown up. We got active.
A senior Israeli security official last night, Iran had accumulated large amounts of highly sufficient for more than 9 nuclear bombs.
How? Everybody's asking how.
They have centrifuges
I don't know what's
used to make highly enriched uranium.
The agency said tonight that above ground natanz uranium enrichment facility was destroyed in the Israeli airstrikes overnight. Okay.
But Trump says that was an excellent hit.
Excellent.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Now suggesting the coming to China was the political calling Israel threat. Hey, listen up. Are you a real estate investor or considering starting investing in real estate?
No. Now, who is the voice in the world that could negotiate some type of agreement? Who holds the moral authority? Who
Okay.
has the ability to do that?
Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Walls is an idiot.
Trump just declared that was one of them, to help protect borders. Yeah, I know. I've been trying to call you since 7 something this morning. Christy was like, "You're never up this morning. What do you want?" You hasn't, shish. And so I've been telling her. Do you know what happened? For that court? Yeah, she sent it to me this morning or last night. Yeah, she asked me. She already asked me, and I said yeah. So your area, hold on. Your area has 2 fake law enforcement officers. One immigrant was just either evaded or released from jail, decapitated his girlfriend in broad daylight
In downtown Minneapolis.
in downtown Minneapolis. I called Christina right away at 7 something this morning. So they caught the suspect, and even his own home country of Cuba does not want this man because of his crimes. Yeah, those ass in Alcatraz. We're opening that up.
They tried to deport him,
They tried to deport him.
and Cuba wouldn't take him back.
I know. Cuba doesn't even want him, even him. Shit, I got kicked. And then, and 2 lawmakers in Minnesota were shot this morning. One from Champlin and one from Brooklyn Park.
And their spouses.
And I'll probably stay the night there. We haven't had a girls' night in a while. Watch movies, eat popcorn, whatever. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Well, don't give it away. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We're watching Fox 9 now, but I'm still live streaming. I just got kicked. But that's why I was calling. That's why I was blowing your phone up at 7:30 something this morning. Because I know, but Christina said she was with you, so I ignored it. And I was going to tell you guys. There's a 3 miles safe. Listen, shelter in place, a 3-mile radius from. Oh, you're watching the same channel? Oh, yeah. And that's why I called you. No. Yeah, but where's the golf course from you? Where is the golf course close to you?
So.
Oh, jeez. Make sure your doors and windows are locked. Don't even answer it if La Huda comes over. Hell no. They say, no, no. Even the news is saying it. Do not even open your doors to law enforcement. They're saying it right now. Oh, she's watching it. All right, love you. Yes, ma'am. All right. All right, love you. Yep, bye. Is my door locked?
Yes.
Okay. That's apparently not far from my grandmother.
I know it isn't.
Look at this.
I know.
He does not know how to cut my hair. Oh my gosh. Like, it's shaved right here and it's not here. It's shaved here, but it's not here. Toronto. This man does. I'm bringing a ruler. I'm going to tape it to me.
Get a plastic one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just tape it.
Yeah, I'm going to tape that.
Or we'll
Soprano, use this. Yeah.
We could put a mark, draw, cut along this line. We'll do a dotted line.
The dotted line.
And say cut.
Cut within the lines.
That'd be cute. Kick out of that.
Oh, my boy Simmer Down's on. Hello? Hello? Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Hi. Sorry. We're watching the news. A lot of, like, the world fell apart overnight, let me tell you. Oh my gosh. They've got a manhunt here in Minnesota. Two wannabe cops shot two lawmakers and their wives here in Minnesota. An immigrant just decapitated his girlfriend at 7:30 this morning. That's crazy. No, in Minnesota. Yeah, but apparently there's riots in Chicago and New York now.
And LA.
And LA, because Minnesota just shipped the National Guard down there. Are you guys in the game? So far, none of the lawmakers they shot or their spouses have died. That's a good thing.
No, their condition is unknown.
Unknown.
Yeah, which means they could have died, and they don't announce it right away.
It's terrifying for a lot of people, spouses, loved ones, families.
I just told my son to plate up, put his vest on, carry some extra ammo.
According to our sources, involved two representatives.
It is coming up on 9:30.
Hell yeah, the Russia, everybody's calling it. We just declared war. Trump just declared war, sending us over there to help protect. Trump just declared war that we're going over there to protect the boundaries, the Holy Land. Yeah.
Troopers are on the ground with.
Just Israel. Yeah.
To try to get some
Here we go.
sense of thing. We keep repeating.
I keep getting kicked from games because of the news, because it keeps breaking through with new news every 5 minutes. I have a shelter in place.
Make sure that they know because it is, by Saturday morning standards, it's fairly early for folks. We're just jumping on social media and has this, and has this alerts on their phones. So please just make sure that you're doing what ones and so is a little bit, and is checking that alert. This is very specific information for them. Regarding what they should and should not do at this time.
Yeah, they're looking not only for someone believed to be dangerous, but also dressed as law enforcement. So be very, very cautious opening doors or anything of that nature if you're in that 3 mile radius.
We were just talking about how lawmakers are kind of putting together their safety plans, and we are starting to see now some Minnesota lawmakers who are sort of posting on social media, letting people know that they and their family are safe, which is helpful to know. As these folks, someone just quickly sent to our Slack channel, Senator Susan Baugh, I wanted to let everybody know that my family and I are safe in place. Thank you to friends and family that are reaching out. Deeply saddened and horrified by the targeted violence against my legislative colleagues. My heartfelt thoughts and prayers are with Representative Melissa Portman and Senator John Hoffman and their families during this devastating time.
Yeah, they were told to all members of the Minnesota legislature have been contacted. This was now at least a couple of
They put all the Minnesota legislation in protective custody.
to come up with a safety plan, to reach out to their local.
Hello. Oh, okay. They contacted every Minnesota official.
Lawmakers are just going to law enforcement is just going to homes now.
Don't send police to the door. They're telling us not to answer to the police. They're telling us to call 911 to verify if it's 911 at our door. If you guys have room, and send me an invite.
Protest that many people know has been scheduled to happen at 11 o'clock in St. Paul. And Governor Walz was on the list to be one of the speakers, as is Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan and many other political dignitaries in Minnesota. So they may or may not give us an update on that, but given the sort of active situation right now, we'll just have to see what they're able to give us. Again, we're going to take this. It's like they're kind of just a little media briefing here. I think it's fine just to probably take this. They're going to be going any second.
What?
Guys, if you just want to kind of listen in, just know this is a live shot here.
We will then turn things over to the Department of Public Safety Commissioner Bob Jacobson. Jacobson. And then the public board president is not expected to speak for actively at this time.
They've got a live update on the shootings of the state lawmakers.
What's that? I'm saying, I don't know. We're expecting 10 to 15 minutes. If anybody who's
Bible study. What part of the Bible are you studying? Revelations? I mean, because it's kind of revealing itself now. Revelations is revealing itself now, sweetheart. Okay. You too. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. For sure. They getting lead, honey. They getting lead. Yes, sir. All right. Yes. All right.
We can hear from them again. They're trying to get lots of things lined up. They know we have a lot of questions, and they want to imagine in these situations want to answer as many of those for the public as they can, but also dealing with the investigation of what's happening in both Champlin and Brooklyn Park.
Oh, I guess we are already friends.
Place and that search. So we're just as anxious for
Yep,
those
I'm backing out.
folks to come to the microphone as you are to get some confirmed information and some updates, and hoping for some good news about a couple of lawmakers and their spouses who were shot in their homes early this morning.
We just continuing to watch some of the reaction coming in. This is from Senator Chuck Grassley, who just put on X horrible news in our neighbor to the north, Minnesota, with Atari's never the answer. I hope someone's caught as quickly brought to justice. And we are seeing that sentiment from everyone involved here today. We have so much going on today. Just in the political world, as far as the public goes, we have this scheduled at 11 o'clock. The King's protest here in St. Paul. Thousands of other similar protests are planned all over the country to run sort of counter to to President Trump's military parade that's happening in conjunction with his 79th birthday. And so we have these events that are happening today.
Trump's 79th birthday?
Top of mind for folks right now.
Is that what they said?
This morning, we're sort of waking up and understanding what has happened. Just from what we know from our sources here and what we know from what law enforcement is actively doing, it's a horrific morning, a horrific chapter here.
And while we're not trying to connect those events to this or anything, it is just a fact that there are going to be so many lawmakers, both here in Minnesota and across the country, scheduled to make appearances at various events that I don't want to editorialize, but I would be shocked if this doesn't have ripple effects of safety plans far and wide today as far as how those events will take place, what will happen with the parade safety measures. I mean, all of those things have to be discussed when we have a situation like this in Minnesota with two lawmakers and their spouses shot in their homes early this morning. It looks like we have, let's go on.
Mike Ernerster!
He's ready.
Oh, St. Paul police officer, I know.
Maybe he's ready. Oh, good morning. Corn? Oh, just like.
We'll take him when he's ready, but
Yeah.
Corn is our flip. And I've been doing a lot of live coverage with him over the course of the last several weeks and months now as the regular session has sort of gone down and gone into special session. So let's just check in. I believe he's ready now, Corn.
It sounds like St. Paul police is going to give an update.
Let's just kind of go to you and see, at this point, Corn, I know we're all just trying to piece together.
He's not ready. They just take quickly, keeping this fluid. We'll get back to you just as soon as they.
Why is St. Paul getting involved?
To get it all situated.
Corn is somebody who's been following our Capitol here for the last several years, particularly in this last session. Had a chance to talk with him and had a lot of interactions with someone like DFL Representative Melissa Horton, who's the Speaker Emeritus in the House. Very, very important role. She's been the Speaker of the House before as well. I know many people watching know her name, and if you follow politics, you know exactly who she is. Very, very powerful position and well respected by people on both sides of the aisle. And so, he'll be able to talk to us a little bit more about them, and kind of their backgrounds and things as we wait to hear things like condition of everybody involved here. I know everybody is worried, and we are trying our best just to wait here and hear from them. We're not sure what sort of update we're going to get on condition, but everybody obviously hoping and praying for the very best for these two families, the Hortman family and Senator John Hoffman. Melissa Hortman, again, she's married to Mark, is her spouse. They have a couple of kids, and she has been so actively involved in politics. And, most recently with the special session as well, it was such it's been a tight house. It's been a rocky, and she's really been handling with both sides of the aisle. We would say that. I believe Corn is ready now. Corn, let's just go to you. I know we're all trying to figure out what we know and what we don't know, but you're there at the press conference.
Yeah, it's been delayed a little bit here, but yeah, I can tell you a little bit more about Melissa Hortman and John Hoffman. Melissa's been the Speaker of the House before she was Speaker Emerita now. Um, she's the most powerful Democrat in the House here. She was responsible for negotiations at the beginning of the
They're
session.
saying was
The power struggle that they had.
she may have died.
At the end of the session and into the special session to make sure.
They're clarifying it now, but he's saying
She's
was.
literally the #1 Democrat in the House.
Listen.
Had her hands in every single bill that went through the special session, and she's widely respected in both parties. Lisa Dameth, the actual Speaker of the House, this last couple of months here, said that she very much respected Melissa Hortman and the work that she did. They actually did press conferences together on a few occasions, especially during special session. They acted as a House, kind of not divided, but together, even though it was a Republican and a Democrat split of 67-67. When they went into negotiations on conference committees and when they went into the special session, it was often House versus Senate, not Democrat versus Republican, and a lot of that had to do with Melissa Hortman. She's the one who cast the vote that made sure that the agreement that they all reached passed that had main care for undocumented adults being cut off. She made that agreement. She passed that vote. It's the hardest vote she's ever cast, and she's been there for often. Is the head of the Human Services, the chair of the Human Services Committee, and that bill through special session.
Okay, now they're talking about a guy, and it's an is, not was.
Besides education, the House that they have. So, very important bill. It was a controversial in some ways with some, cuts that were to disability diversity in the future, and the tug of war between nursing homes.
You need a little more.
Oh, don't you start.
And, a lot of other stuff like that. So,
I like feeding you. Feeding me. I'm having one too.
Well, not here, but at the Capitol.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, party leaders, without a doubt, which this is horrifying that it's unfolding for anyone, takes it to another level when it's a state representative, and takes it to another level when it's of the status and the leaders within the party of these two folks and their spouses.
Corn, can you remind us again, who are we going to be hearing from at this press conference?
Now, let's start with Governor Walz, who's very close to Melissa Hortman. They'll also hear from Drew Evans from BCA and from yes. I'm hearing that there'll be some other people here, but don't believe they'll actually speak. But those three, Governor Walz, Drew Evans, and Bob Jacobson, will be the speakers.
Okay.
Corn, can you tell us, we were initially, when this all started to unfold this morning, Van Shea, the photographer with you, he was first at the scene in Brooklyn Park and then moved to the Brooklyn Park City Hall where we were going to do this press, and we saw FBI there. I'm just curious as far as just the feeling or other resources or agencies or anything like that that you can tell us of what's happening where you're at.
They're mostly behind closed doors here for me, and I just got here. I was on my way to Fargo to do a customs interview, and around and came back to the goods.
Okay. I don't mean to put you on the spot. I know it's a fluid situation, but we are curious of every detail this morning unfolding.
And Corn, just really quickly, I was just saying before you came on, you and I've done a lot of live coverage here in the last several weeks as the House and Senate, the state legislature has been wrapping up and coming to terms on that budget deal. And just as we kind of are waiting here for come on out, you guys have seen just a little bit for us that was kind of going on, and especially as they were wrapping things up, Governor Walz even talked a lot about how, and he's talked about it publicly, nationally as well, kind of what's been happening here and how proud he was of that.
Yeah, I mean, the relationship with Republicans wasn't really one that had a lot of trust in it. Between what happened at the end of the 24 session and the standoff between Democrats and Republicans, where the Democrats were in 3 days because the Republicans wanted to kind of control all the House members there at the beginning. Sorry, I'm listening to an update right now, so it sounds like we're going to get in about 5 minutes here, so we'll get that. But yeah, the relationship wasn't good to start the session, but by the end of the session, I think in large part due to the work by Melissa Horton, I think it had been pretty well summed up. There wasn't 100% trust. There was that agreement on the undocumented adults being cut off of MinCare. The Republicans, definitely wanted that. And
Undocumented individuals should not be getting U.S.
The government
assistance
because
they're
100% trusting a poison pill in there to kill all Department of Health funding if it didn't pass. So that was just a standard operating procedure, I'd say, here at the legislature. But the work that Melissa Horton had done with Lisa Dameth had definitely put them kind of in a tight connection, and Governor Walz did talk about that quite often. That it wasn't like here. I talked to Portman and Dameth right after they finished the special session at about 10:45 on Monday night, and they were very collegial. They had a good relationship, and they got this through. And again, like I was saying, it was House against Senate more often than it was against Republicans by the time we got to passing all those bills in the special session.
All right, cool. So you can get set up for that update from the officials and starting with the governor. That's about to begin. So thank you. We'll check in with you.
Take that as soon as it gets going here.
I guess the governor's going to speak.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So we'll probably refrain from giving too many.
There's a lot of people there, especially people I know, that I was screaming names, that actually might not speak. There only might be 3 speakers, the governor and something else.
Horrific news that a couple of our state lawmakers and their spouses have been shot in their homes, and it's a really tough morning for a lot of people here. Families, we have our state lawmakers who are now working as we speak with the sergeant at arms and also their local lawmakers to make sure that they have a plan in place to protect themselves, because it's our understanding
my boy Mike Ernester's there.
Were dressed as law enforcement and even left the first scene in a car that was a police car. Don't want to miss a second of this. Let's take it.
Oh, yeah.
In a moment, you'll hear from law enforcement officials who will share with you what they can as up-to-minute update on the situation here in Minnesota. We're going to be joined by Commissioner Bob Jacobson, BCA Superintendent Drew Evans, State Patrol Colonel Christina Bogoyevich, Champlain Park Police Chief Snyder, and Brooklyn Park's Police Chief Mark Bruley, as well as the Mayor of Brooklyn Park. We're here today because an unspeakable tragedy has unfolded in Minnesota. My good friend and colleague, Speaker Melissa Horton, and her husband Mike were shot and killed early this morning.
Oh my gosh, 2 deaths. 2 lawmakers, or a lawmaker and her husband. That's sad.
Speaker Horton was someone who grace.
So now there's 2 confirmed murders in Minneapolis with the 2 officers.
A fixture and a giant in Minnesota. She woke up every day determined to make the day a better place.
I immediately got on the phone and texted my son to put his bulletproof vest on and carry some extra ammo.
Minnesota's thoughts and prayers are with her family, her loved ones, her children, and her parents.
So sad.
Our prayers also go out to State Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette, who were each shot multiple times. The Hoffmans are out of surgery at this time and receiving care, and we are cautiously optimistic they will survive this assassination attempt. This was an act of targeted political violence. Peaceful discourse is the foundation of our democracy. We don't settle our differences with violence or at gunpoint. In the state of Minnesota, as recently as last week, the most closely divided state legislature in the country, we sat down, we worked things out, we debated, we shook hands and compromised, and we served the state of Minnesota together. I don't know why it's possible, even in these political
So a
times,
lawmaker died,
compromise in a
and her
greater
husband,
country's democracy and civil discourse.
and then
We must
Senator Hoffman and his wife survived, but are in
out of surgery.
out of surgery.
At this precipice moment we're on, this tragic act here in Minnesota should serve as a reminder to all of us.
Portman and
The
husband shot and
democracy
killed.
and the debates in the halls of
Representative
Congress,
Portman and husband.
school boards
Both killed.
is a way to settle our
I
differences
knew.
peacefully.
The second they said was, there was a
We're
fatality.
collaborating with all local, state, and federal agencies on a full investigation. We're committed to keeping Minnesotans informed as the situation continues. I assure you that those responsible for this will be held accountable. And each and every one of us are committed to making sure that a tragedy like this never repeats itself in Minnesota or across this country. I'd now like to turn it over to my public safety team to fill you in on the specifics of this ongoing investigation.
Thank you, Governor, and thank you, everyone, for being here today. My name is Drew Evans, and I'm the superintendent at the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension. I want to start by just expressing our deepest sympathies to the communities, the family, the friends, and everybody that cared about the individuals that were gunned down today. When we have individuals like this in our political leadership, they're not only political leaders, but they're members of the community, well-known members of the community, that the tragedy in a situation like this is not only for them, their friends and families, but us collectively. The communities they represent, us as a state of Minnesota as a whole.
I wonder who this is going to be linked
About
to.
2 a.m. this morning, there was an original call in the city of Champlin where there was an individual that had shot. Police responded to that location. They're dealing with that and working through that process overnight. And then later on, at approximately 3:35, that another call came in where there was officers proactively checking because they knew of the incident that occurred, and they were going to check on a speaker board at that time. At which time, Brooklyn Park police officers encountered the individual who immediately fired. They exchanged gunfire, and then the individual was able to escape during that exchange of gunfire.
Oh my God.
At the residence of Champlin, there was legislative measures that were provided there. Both individuals were transported, as was previously noted, and they both received surgeries for their injuries at the hospital, and their conditions are at this time, both Hoffman and his wife are both alive at this time, but they suffered gunshot wounds and are obviously in a difficult situation, but we're cautiously optimistic that they will continue to improve. At this time, it is very active. As you see, the Brooklyn Park Police Department, along with other members, the Sheriff's Office, State Patrol, FBI, BC, and many others are actively engaged in a manhunt for the individual that we believe is responsible for this. And so we'll be
So they have a suspect in mind already. Didn't they say there were 2 people? Two officers, 2 males dressed as uniformed officers?
Right now, just as noted, we have teams. The County Sheriff's Office in Champlin are working at the scene there that occurred there. And then we are also, as we're stabilizing this between Brooklyn Park, working on the homicide investigation with Brooklyn Park Police, the BCA, FBI is assisting there as well, and we'll be conducting crime scene investigation there. And then the individuals that were killed will be doing autopsies of those individuals to the extent of their injuries and how they tested from the gunshot wounds. At this time, I will answer questions. Commissioner of Public Safety, Bob Jacobson, speaks. But
Thank you, Superintendent Evans. My name is Bob Jacobson. It's my honor to serve as the Commissioner of Public Safety for the state of Minnesota. This is a dark day today for these democracy, but we will not allow fear or violence to define who we are or how we move forward. We will stand together. We will stand strong. Our hearts, of course, go out to the victims, their families, their colleagues at the Capitol, and to the communities that they serve with dedication and with integrity. These are public servants, leaders who committed their lives to improving the lives of others, and they were targeted in a violent and cowardly way. The suspect exploited the trust of our uniforms, that our uniforms are meant to represent. That betrayal is deeply disturbing to those of us who wear the badge with honor and responsibility. We want to reassure the public that there is increased security in place for elected officials and others who may be at risk. If you see anything suspicious, especially involving individuals impersonating law enforcement, please report it immediately.
Oh my Lord.
With that, I'll step back and we will be available for questions. Thank you.
And then leave their encounter with the gunman or someone with a gunman and exchange gunfire. Can you just go over that one time, please?
Okay, good morning, Police Chief Mark Lewis, Police Department. The question is, how did we get to Representative Portman's house, and it was proactively or not? The circumstances that unfolded in Brooklyn Park this morning is that we assisted the Champion Police Department on a shooting. That shooting was made aware by one of our sergeants that it was at Senator Hoffman's home. In hearing that very intuitive sergeant asked our officers to go check on Melissa Portman's home, the representative that lives in our community, just proactively as due diligence to smooth by. That police officer and his partner pulled down the street and he arrived at his house. They noticed that there was a police vehicle on the driveway with lights on, and what appeared to be a police officer at the door coming out of the house. When our officers confronted him, the individual immediately fired upon the officers, which triggered gunfire, and the suspect retreated back into the home.
Was this an actual police officer or an impersonating police officer?
Yes, actually, a real person or impersonating a police officer. It was not a real police officer. This is somebody that clearly.
They are impersonating police officers. It's not real cops.
Yes, the question is what kind of vehicle, how are they dressed? They did drive exactly like an SUV squad car. It was equipped with lights, emergency lights that looked exactly like a police vehicle. And yes, they were wearing a vest, with taser, other equipment that would, a badge very similar to mine, that
Chief, really got to the TCO. Describe the moments after that. The first pages of all and the minutes of how we got.
Yeah, although this is an investigation, we have thousands of people sheltered in places who are right now. We're in an extensive involving hundreds and hundreds of police officers and SWAT teams searching and gridding up areas as we believe confidently the suspect fled out the back of the house. Very briefly, after the officers that gunfire, the suspect retreated to Melissa's home. They immediately went up the threshold and looked to see due to the constructive gunfire. They made limited penetration during a hold-up area and drug safety to attend to first aid. However, he was pronounced dead shortly after that. At that point, the officers surrounded the house, got additional resources and SWAT resources, and then ultimately went into the drone, didn't find a female.
They got every canine unit they could get their hands on.
They shot somebody. So I think they shot one of the suspects that they both are impersonating a police officer at Brooklyn Park.
Okay.
Yep. And they've got the badge, tasers, the uniform. So they look authentic. So that's why Minnesota's going to be on lockdown. They just got the FBI to cohort to cooperate with
Let's remind residents of Brooklyn Park.
interstate cooperation, whatever the intercontinental something.
They knock on the door, and you get a police officer. Please do a couple of things. One, call 911 that the officer belongs to. If they are a police officer, dispatch will be able to confirm that that person is a police officer. Also, we've informed all our officers in Brooklyn Park that they are not to approach anybody by themselves. They're approaching pairs, meaning 2 officers. So if there's only 1 officer outside the door, do not answer the door and call 911. If there's a police officer or any of our partners that are assisting, they will come in pairs of 2 or more.
All
unbelievable. Now our officers have to be paired up with 2 to 3 officers because of this.
No more singles.
Because of these guys impersonating.
We have detained several people and questioned them, but we do not have anybody in custody at this time.
They might call in the martial law for parts of Minnesota.
Again, I'm going to hold back. Most of the information is a part of the investigation is completed. This is rapidly evolving. Just occurred a few hours ago, and we're trying to sort it out. We have partners from the FBI, the BCA, the Defense Sheriff's Office, and almost every suburban agency in our community helping us with this. So it's very complex and working on it. But I will tell you, when we did a search of the vehicle, it wasn't a manifesto that identified many lawmakers and other officials. We immediately
it was a hit.
Took action on alerting them and security where necessary. And that's all. I'll stop there.
So they got the vehicle. They got fingerprints. They got.
But they had a list of other lawmakers. That was a criminalized fucking hit.
Political hits. Who knows how many more? How many more assassination teams are out there?
And
But they said when they went to go check the other senator or the rep, they got into a gunfight with one of the impersonating police officers.
And he escaped.
But they said there was 2 of them. So they have 1 in custody.
No, nobody's in custody.
Man, they need the vehicle. They got just the vehicle?
Yeah.
So maybe they'll have fingerprints for both suspects then.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
Good morning, Colonel David for the Safety Patrol. We are aware of the demonstrations across Minnesota, including the capital and across the nation. We will work with our state partners and our local partners to provide security and safety for those that attend.
You're right. They did call in the troopers too.
The question was, will we have a sniper at the Capitol? We don't discuss our security plans.
Will they have a sniper at the Capitol? What the? Oh my God!
Question is that.
What do you think?
do have it. If you have to, but we do have a place where you can send inquiries for answer requests, information requests. We have our state emergency operations.
As you just heard, confirm some of the news that we were dreading to be.
That's sad. So some of our lawmakers are dead. So far, just assassinated is the word they're using. Yes.
In our home today. And
this morning,
2 minutes before discovering them, Senator John Hoffman wife also shot at their home.
So Representative Portman died, and her husband,
Yes.
and Rep Hoffman and his
Wife
are alive. Okay.
Still
The governor giving that update. You could see he
They
was
made it out of
fighting
surgery.
back tears as he was sharing
That's
his
saying a
news
lot.
about his friends and everything that unfolded on this Saturday morning, and it is still very, very active. A lot more details that I won't continue to share with you, but still want to reiterate that if you're in that 3-mile area where this man
My grandmother is.
underway,
I'm worried.
you are not instructed.
My grandmother says it's close.
In fact, you are.
So if it's within a 3-mile radius, my grandmother's in that area. I'm worried.
And Corin, we know you have been talking with these lawmakers pretty much on the daily through this special session, and I'll hand it over to you.
Oh.
I don't know what to say. Just
Oh my God, he's crying!
Can you hear me? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, we can. And if you need a minute, we can give you another minute to Corin.
Oh my God,
I could tell that you had gotten word when we came to last time before it was official. I can see just as, yeah, I can see how hard it is. If you just need a minute, we can give you a minute.
He's crying on live TV.
But if you're ready to go, we can ready to.
I can talk through it. I'll talk through it. I was supposed to interview Melissa Hortman on Monday morning as we kind of wrap up this session, and I'm just, it's completely shocking that this kind of political violence. But I mean, you heard it there. Like, I watched the governor walk in here. I watched his staff. I could tell that they were extremely emotional already. The governor spoke briefly, just the basics, and handed it over to Drew Evans. And he walked right out of the room. That is very atypical for Governor Walz. He's very available as soon as, you know, he's speaking and hands over to other folks. He will stick around and take questions, but, you know, he's not in a position right now, I guess, emotionally, just for looking at him to take questions. He's very close and support. You know, and spent, you know, several weeks here just trying to put Minnesota's budget together for the leaders. That's a tough one for
and
him.
they found out why she died.
On his face and on the faces of his staff.
The illegal immigrants are getting assistance or being terminated. The illegal immigrants that are getting county assistance are being terminated, and that's why she was assassinated. It's because of the illegals.
It'll be really interesting to hear what's in that manifesto that they found behind in that SUV.
I need to get off this video game and go watch the news.
Hoffman's house, where that happened about 2